adrenaline roar. I'm dropping blows like hammers, I'm superpowered like Thor. I'm surgical like Virgil, every opponent I rip is just another stepping stone to my championship. Let's go.
Not 3 hit. The thing where he like does that forward palm and then you can chain it to something else.
Oh yeah.
That used to be the Jaiken. And it throws me. It still kind of throws me off because I used it to approach so much. Like, I gotta find new ways of getting in. And it was like so big in his combo game too.
I thought I was doing so good with dodging everything. No. Oh fuck! What the fuck was that?
My CD. Dead.
The CD.
Yeah, so you hit both heavy at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Everybody.
The knockback.
Yeah. Like I said, the CDs have crazy priority. And you could cancel him too in the middle of the action, which works reverse because since his lunge is forward, you could lunge forward into an attack. Oh shit.
That was hot.
Oh, Ignis was ridiculous. Oh god, Ignis was the main villain, final boss of the Nest saga. And they basically built this guy to be like, look how fucking impressive his power is. He's got these giant fucking energy pillars. His ultimate attack is this ridiculous, like he pins you up against the wall and hits you with like all this shit. And gives a speech while he does it.
Oh, incredible!
And he's and he's in Unlimited Match. And they left in all his infinites, because the bosses are intentionally not balanced in that game. So they here, have fun with this overpowered fucking nuke. Or how about have fun with 5 of them? And Ignis is like, he just had this thing where he had these whips hidden in his cloak. He just juggle you with infinitely.
What the fuck do I do with this thing? So your favorite fighting game character of all time is Keith?
Yeah. He's the coolest, he's the most stylish, he's got an awesome fighting style, and even as like a character, as his personality, he's interesting.
Take care, Agent Tisha.
Peace!
Jesus, look at that skin. Well, yeah, I can see that. I still think like you should, once you get the chance, give Killer Instinct the good old college try.
I'm going to. I just, you know. I'm actually getting some good funds, but I still want to save up because I'm doing that move.
Yeah.
I'll probably go at some point soon. And then the roles will switch and you can teach me.
Not at all, I suck at that game. But, like, I don't know, like there's something about Killer Instinct where I just love the characters, the music, the stages, and everything. Because it's I know there's some of the guys who did that who also did Skullgirls. So yeah, there's probably going to be some stuff that you don't like, but it feels like it's a passion project for people who just like fighting games. So there's a bunch of fighting games send-offs and tributes.
Well, my problem with Skullgirls is it's completely oh shit. Oh no!
Yeah! I beat your main team! I need need a cigarette after that.
Oh yeah, Terumi from Blaze Blue is the shit. He's probably one of the best villains I've ever seen in anything. Oh god.
Ah! I can't believe that fucking happened.
Geese, bro. That was a poorly placed.
Maximum Rex just put in the max space. Ah!
See, and you said you weren't learning.
But yeah, my favorite fighting game character, even though I don't play her, is Hisako from Killer Instinct. Most of all because everything about her is like thought down to the very letter. She's I think you've seen her. She's like that ghost character, and her entire thing is, you know, she counters and she's able to delay her attacks to you know, egg you into, you know, like try and combo break her when she's not attacking. And so it's to make you afraid of pushing buttons. It's to scare you, and you know, so she's a ghost. So it makes sense, and like even her walking animation is super slow, which is, you know, of course can be scary. But she can be super fast as well, and like all of her moves are just, you know, like she has a move that's basically just a Friday the 13th reference where she possesses you and your body just distorts and cracks in impossible angles. It's so cool.
Yeah, it seems like they really well made characters in that game. Like I said, I really do want to try it out. It's sort of like it came out at bad times, and then when it updated at bad times, like I want to get it so bad. It looks so fucking fun. I wait for it to come out on PC because I don't have an Xbox One.
Well, do you have Windows 10?
Yeah.
Is there
I can play it now. I'm gonna get it on PC.
Is there a way? Because I will do this if you will let me. I will buy it for you if I can.
Fuck yeah.
I will happily buy it for you.
I will not refuse a good gesture. That would be silly. I am not that kind of like, oh, I'm too proud to take a gift. Like, man, you won't give me a gift, you go ahead.
I don't know if the Microsoft Store has a gift function, but if there is,
well, there's always Steam.
It's not on Steam.
That's right. It's some other thing.
It's a Microsoft exclusive, so it's only on the Microsoft Store. Because then I will definitely buy it for you. It's a game that, well, it's my favorite fighting game, despite sucking at it. So like, if I can share the joy that is Killer Instinct, I will.
Oh, dude, I will take it. I will consider that some kind of good karma for something I did.
Thank you for the follow, Mind Pal. Holy crap, I've like gotten 3 followers today. That's like, I'm still, you know, like the small timest of small time streamers. So every follower is like, yeah.
Yeah, I know that feeling, and I feel that way whenever I get a new patron on Patreon. Thank you, I love you.
Yeah, like I am up to $600 on my Patreon. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Hey, weren't you like 400 or something?
Yeah, but then I did the basically e-begging video. Yeah. And yeah.
Oh yeah, about that. I want to. Why don't you take breaks, man? Take your fucking lunches. That might help with that stress level.
I can't. So you know, like being a manager in a video game store, you have a bunch of things that you need to do. And you also have to manage how many shifts you give out, because, you know, that's an expense and you don't want to, you know, use too much money. My store has 15 hours of part-time shifts on a week. That's nothing. Which means that everything has to be done by me, and I'm basically, like, the only time I can go home is when, you know, my part-timer shows up. So, like, I can't take a break, because then I will have to close the store. And I can't close the store because I need to make the money. So, like, the only times that I've been able to take those breaks that I mentioned are because it's during Christmas time, where we get more shifts, where my guys can come in earlier, and there's not super, and you know, we just happen by a fucking stroke of genius or miracle to not have a bunch of customers in the store. Because despite me being a fucking asshole, people apparently prefer my store to every alternative because I'm a nice guy. So that's why I don't, you know, like take breaks. I'm simply not able to.
I would still recommend, at least, because you're probably not going to be able to quit for a little while.
No.
Just look into stuff to reduce that stress, at least a little bit.
Well, I started going to the gym.
I don't want to see you, like, end up like your girlfriend has to go on your Twitter account. No, Rise is in the hospital. He's had a major aneurysm. Like, blood just starts shooting out the sides of his head.
Again. he was reviewing Yosh. Like, like that, spoiler.
Back in that corner.
That was so cool. The comic I'm reviewing before oh my god! Before Cloud Scratcher is I'm finishing off Yosh, and I'm like writing the script, and I just sat down and you know decided, okay, now I'm going to write the script. And after blinking, I had written 6 pages, and it was all just me venting about how much I don't like it. And you know, this is despite, you know, because I honest to God think that Philip Brown is a super cool dude, and I have like the utmost respect that he's willing to join a stream and just join a bunch of people shitting on his comic. I think that's tremendously, you know, like that takes some serious balls. But and it's not, you know, like it's not, you know, the worst comic I've ever read, but there's so many wrong things about it, especially when you want it to be good.
Well, as someone that, you know, grew up studying comics for my entire life, passionate about it, studying, it just Yosh makes me mad. Like, the science of speech bubbles, how to pick action, panel placement.
No, Cody, you don't understand. You can just explain what's going on. You don't have to tell it, you don't have to show it. Just explain
When do I draw?
You just write a book!
Yeah, Jesus, that's, like, you review so many comics that I'm like, then why are you drawing? That's what the pictures are for.
Touch, I'm an asshole, but people think I'm a nice guy. The illusion.
Yeah, it's Yosh makes me upset.
Like, because like. It's super weeb trash and you know, like the worst kind, but I can but I can tell that there is something there, you know, like it's something that it doesn't have to be terrible if you just, you know, like switch this up and do this.
Well, when he answered those questions I gave, he did kind of confirm something, although he did not really state it. He's still doing Yosh because it's popular and he knows no one if he doesn't need to be free. I mean, that's pretty much where he's at. And I feel like when you're at that point, like, you're not even doing a work of art anymore, I guess? Like, you're not, I'm setting out to make this thing, and it's gonna be this. No, at this point now, it's just like, read my comic. I'll do the things you want.
Yeah, also, like,
I don't think I'll go under that.
I don't just wanna, you know, like sit here and backtalk the guy, but when he like I called him out on it being a self-insert. It's like no, it's not a self-insert, and I didn't, you know, pursue it because I don't wanna be a dick. Like he has, you know, like he's nice enough to come on my show, so I'm not gonna, you know, just attack him. Like it was the same thing with you, not, you know, attacking me for liking Gurren Lagann.
So also, again, I like you. I'm not gonna attack your taste unless you're shitty. Like that's the thing. Like a lot of people think I'm an asshole for like how we act on the podcast and stuff. Aside from the fact that a lot of that is done for entertainment, I'm not gonna go after people that aren't dicks.
Yeah, usually people have done something so.
Exactly.
And like I also like film. So I'm not gonna go after him, but when he's like saying, no, this is not a self-insert, and I'm like, okay, there's over 1,000,002 names in the world. Some are even having numbers in them. And you decided to give your character the same name as you. And he likes the same things as you. And he has the same friends as you. And the same experiences as you. Well, don't fucking tell me it's not a self-insert. Fucking hell.
I don't get that. I mean, I do. I said this to you, and I guess I'll say it to people in your stream. Comics like that aren't really someone telling a story. It's playing with dolls. It's like, it's when you sit there like, oh, I love it. It's like that scene in Spaceballs where Dark Helmet's playing with the dolls. That's what.
How much did you see? Everything, sir.
No, sir, I didn't see you playing with your dolls again.
Good.
It's that. That's what those comics are. Oh, fuck.
Raging Storm! He also has like the
That
most...
used to be a regular one-bar super, by the way.
Goddamn.
But it wasn't as strong, but it had that muscle motion. My friend Jackson will frequently like play me in KOF 2002 Unlimited match, and he fucking hates that move's the bane of his existence because I've learned how to do the pretzel motion like as a second nature. So I can just bust that out anytime he fucking jumps, and I have a bar of meter.
But yeah, Henry, you're right. The first 500 pages are fucking hot garbage, and like that also like. I won't say it annoys me because like he's free to do whatever the fuck he wants. I'm not going to tell him how to do his work. I mean, I was about to say that's not what I do, but it is actually what I do. but fucking like, why the fuck are you not doing the like? A lot of things is being and deserves to be said about Bittersweet Candy Bowl. But the whole thing about catching people up to make them jump over the terrible beginning is a great idea.
Yeah.
So why the fuck are you not doing it if you know that the beginning is
I'm a proponent
terrible?
of just fucking rebooting it. Do a reboot. Restart that shit, or while you're continuing to do it, remake your old pages. Maybe hire somebody or something.
Yeah, like
instead of just like, hey, skip that, because that just feels unprofessional. I don't know. I know it's webcomics. I know a lot of it's people's hobbies. But again, I just learned to do things professionally. I studied tips from professionals and how to be professional. And I just feel like you should be professional. And Los Lindas is another one that could kiss my fucking ass. I don't like most furry comics in general, but that thing, you know what that is? It's pretty much just fapping over their personas and OCs. That's all that fucking comic.
Do you know the story of how it became? Like what guys that?
It was a bunch of like, was it a bunch of like a role-playing thing or something?
No, it was like fucking Soul Cat wanted his persona to be like, hey, can you like draw him fucking some hot girl? And then he paid Cello for some, small story, and that ended up becoming Les Lindas.
Oh, fucking.
That is if you're to believe the rumors.
Well, I mean, like, just about all those girls. Because I've followed, I just say, what would you call it, the fucked up side of the internet for a long time.
Dude, you were the person who said in the podcast, shit-nipping hermofemta.
Shitting dick-nippled hermtards.
Which is a thing I've seen!
Yeah. Like, I've been following the furry fandom since they were little baby fandom. Like I said, I don't think most people realize they got their start as fans of old 90s cartoons. How many people remember the wedding to Minerva Mink?
What is it? This sexy mink is still single or something?
Yeah, the guy that staged a wedding with Minerva Mink at a furry con, and that the guys that actually worked on Animaniacs saw and trolled him with that this mink is still single drawing. Yeah, like I remember like actually some of these stuff from Los Lindas when I was watching the review, because I remember just like the sort of the happenings of some of these people in the furry fandom, like from Crush Shift Destroy, and I don't remember some of these Portal of Evil, and that Giku chick is an OC of Chalo's he's had for like ever. I remember him putting her on shit, so he just made up a pretend girlfriend, and that's why. Because remember how you pointed out that Minos is supposed to be Chalo?
Yeah.
That's why they had a thing. That's why they fucked.
Yeah. And
he's Chalo's OC pretend girlfriend character.
I actually have viewers. Again, I hate saying fans because I don't know if you're a fan just because you watch my show. But I have viewers who frequently keep me up to date of what is going on with Les Lindas. Despite me not wanting to, and apparently they are now having a flashback in where you see how Minos and Giku knew each other, and fucking apparently Giku speaks perfect English, but she just decided not to do it anymore. Also,
Well, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
yeah.
Listen, is pretty, again, it's just playing with dolls, except it's just playing with OC. It's
playing with
sad.
themselves.
And it's like porn with no porn. What's the point?
Dude, it's quite literally playing with yourself in both aspects of the term.
Yeah, it's Christmas time. I just really don't like it. Oh, I heard apparently Chalo does one of those like character ask vlogs as like the Deus Ex Machina chick, where he puts in a bunch of Buster's porn.
I've seen that.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know if you knew that or not. Okay.
Dude, I wanted to make sure I did, like, because as I don't want to put myself on a pedestal. This is not one of the small comics I chose to review here. This is like one of the more loved ones in the furry community. So I wanted to make absolutely sure that I was, you know, suited for the task and didn't just, you know, like start spewing bullshit. So that's also why I said that, you know, I know that these things are in side stories, but fuck you for putting the plot essentials things in side stories.
Like, I feel like if you're gonna do side story that, especially if it's like, you know, maybe Patreon or something, maybe either sneak previews of something that you're going to reveal later, like for Cloud Scratcher. Let me just use my own as an example, which is kind of egotistical, so forgive me. I have a Patreon bonus comic going on that's a sort of plot reveal that reveals the main villain, the Emperor. Before he appears in the comic, and he kind of reveals like the big plan that sets off the series. But this is also I'm also been revealing that plan as the story goes on. So basically, if you're a patron, you get the story first.
Yeah.
But it's still getting told to the audience.
Yeah, I've always said that side stories should always be spiced to the steak you get served in the main story.
Yes. And also, I'm making it so, like, when I do the next volume, the side stories are going to be in there, too. So, even if you're not a patron, you can still get them. And, like, I feel like you gotta do stuff like that, like, you know... Don't be a dick.
Thinking about reviewing breast is the best, right? I have actually been thinking about it because, you know, like, people love to watch me rage, and that's just rage fuel. But then again... that would be adding logic to porno, and that's like the most, you know, easy humor thing ever.
It's not really porno.
Oh, and in that they go all out.
Oh, do they? Okay. I didn't know too much about that. I knew of it. I thought it was just more fucking. It was like the fucking beach episode of an anime or some shit.
Oh well, they go kind of all out because like you see nips and shit, but you don't see penises.
Because they're ick.
Ew, penis. Oh, come on, that would be sick. Thanks, Alice, you bitch.
Oh, you're too strong. Player 1 wins.
That's why I'm surprised that my comic has furry fans, because I think, like, you know, this comic doesn't have any sex, right? Like, I'm not gonna put it in later. I mean, I'm happy for you guys. Great. Welcome aboard. But you're not gonna see any nips. I thought I needed nips to get you guys, but hey, you know. I said before though, the furries aren't as bad as they used to be.
No, they have been worse.
They self-police more. They're more fractured. I mean, like the whole thing with like, the furries even hate the baby furs. Like back when I was following the furries, that would not have been the case. Like you were not allowed to hate anybody's fetish, which is part of why they're in the state they're in now. They were a little too inclusive, and they never said no.
Yeah, that. Like I don't know if it's like a thing that will cross screen or anything, so I like just going on a Hail Mary prayer. Oh, Delicious Lemons, thank you for the follow. My girlfriend, as you know, is a furry, and she showed me this guy called, I think his name is Uncle Kake or some shit, And
I don't even like I don't like the sound of that name.
apparently he's the guy who when you like they do an event, he's the guy who keeps the people in check. And so, and so he has, you know, like stories about how when people sucks ass, and you know, like horror stories, which, you know, for all intents and purposes is pretty cool. But he has a story where he like meets a very prominent figure in the furry community, like.
Oh, real quick. I guess Dizzy Prisoner, I don't know if they meant to, but they accidentally sort of referenced a thing that with my comic. When I first debuted, a bunch of like aviation guys got into it. And I got a bunch of emails about how mechanically inaccurate the planes were. I actually had to make a statement. And the update blog, like, look guys, it's a cartoon. It's supposed to be like a cartoon, the planes are totally realistic.
But yeah, as I was saying, so he meets this guy and they like start drinking and for some odd reason they start talking about, I don't really remember what, but it's like what furries is and stuff. And Uncle Kage or whatever the fuck says, no, and then I told him, we are the people who always got shunned by the jocks. We are the people who stayed inside when there were parties to practice our art. We were the people who banded together for you know, like shit like that. And like, I think my girlfriend was just like, oh, that's nice. But I'm just sitting here going, you came up with all of that shit on the spot. Fucking eat my ass.
He could just hear the music swell behind him.
Yeah, I'm just like imagining the...
You know what it sounds like? That drama joke you did, which was really good, by the way. The whole melodrama. I think it was your Bittersweet Candy Bowl review, where you like talk about the laundry detergent with the Metal Gear music swelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. I guess what he heard. He heard that Metal Gear music swelling.
but yeah, like again, like not gonna shit on that. Most of all because my girlfriend. But just the whole thing, like he does this super stupid fucking melodramatic thing, and it's like, and then I said to him, while intoxicated, I just came up with all of this on the spot, and like, how about you fucking shut the fuck up?
Full shit, bruh. Here's the thing, furries need to get over this first. I mean, they used to be worse, but with the persecution thing, like, look, you're a nerd clique. You're into weird stuff. Just fucking deal, bro. Like, I got a friend, good friend of mine, draws furry porn. I don't know his alias. I don't want to know his alias. Yeah, he's got a furry affinity account, and he's on a couple other furry sites, and he draws like niche porn. Like, he's into like fat chicks and he draws weird shit. And it's just kind of a mutual understanding. Like, I don't know what you do. I don't want to know. I'm not even curious. My girlfriend's curious. She knows. I don't. And he's not a weirdo. And he knows this shit. Like, look, we're just here because we're into this shit. All right, calm down.
I'm more thinking, calm down, princess. We all got picked on in school, but we're not all furries.